Hi, my name is Dylan Monahan, and we're talking about the trouble learning Japanese. When you first start learning Japanese, most people are faced with the first stage, which is I can't. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. And then there's this mountain called kanji. These stump people as they're progressing through the language. I can't learn Japanese. This thinking comes from being such a foreign language and also hearing how difficult the language is. It's one of the most difficult languages in the government sphere. And so people automatically assume that it's just too difficult, or that perhaps you think age is a factor and you're too old to learn the language. Or maybe even you believe that you're not good at languages because maybe in the past you've studied and you didn't get anywhere. And then some people just go, I just don't have enough time. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not in school. It just isn't the time in the day to get this done. And a lot of people often point out, well, about that grammar, it is so difficult. So many esoteric things you have to learn. And then finally, what if you don't know anybody to practice with? Maybe you're not living in Japan. You don't know any Japanese people. You're curious about the language. Well, I'm going to say that you have to first believe that you can. And then start with the easy things because the language actually is pretty easy. And you're never too old because all humans, we are amazing language learning machines. We have an ability beyond our own capability or conscious capability to learn languages. That idea about being not good at languages, if you have the right method, it makes all the difference. And you realize that it's not you that's good, not good at languages. It's just the method for learning that you were struggling with. And then about not having enough time. As long as you spend a few minutes a day, you can usually get some amazing progress. And grammar, really, you don't need the complicated grammar. Most of that is rarely used. And in this world that's really well connected, using online resources, you can connect with people anywhere in the world. So basically, take that first gap and we will find a way to get you across. Now, once you get across, though, you're up against the next set of issues. Like, what am I going to learn? How do I study? Where do I start? How do I practice? And who can help me? And someone like me or other people are out there ready to get you across that gap. Now, I always recommend you start with the hiragana. It's the basis for all of the sounds in the language. It's a new syllable. It looks kind of weird when you're not used to it. But once you learn, it only takes about a week to master the hiragana. And now you have something to build all of your language learning on. Now, once you do that, I highly recommend you get started with some of the kanji. Don't shy away from the kanji, dive right in. And to do the diving right in, I recommend a kind of a small set of kanji that gets you going, gets you started, make you feel like it's not that bad. From there, you build some vocabulary that you can use immediately, and then join a language group. Practice with other people who are also learning the language. Now, once you get that going, you get to the next gap. You've got some bases. You got the hiragana. You've got some kanji. You're on the road. You're feeling good, and then you wonder, well, am I doing this right? Will people understand me? Who's going to check my progress? Do I need to buy a different book? Do I need to buy a different app? What can I do now after I've got that basics out of the way? And that's where a good language navigator can help you get to the next stage. As long as you understand that there really are no wrong steps. Everything you do is going to help you build your language ability. The key is to get started right now. Don't wait. Get going. And once you get going, don't stop. Language is a lifelong journey. So if you can stay interested, even as you get new challenges, you're going to make it. One of the things you're going to discover as you're learning the language is it's a constant process. You need to find a way to keep your enthusiasm up. It does get easier. You can kind of see it plateaus. Matter of fact, you'll probably have lots of plateaus during your language studying career. And then you'll have another climb that goes up.